of you guys are hearing me. Hi Pat, hi Cindy, welcome. This is our first time doing a live stream with my phone. Dan got me a capture card for my birthday, and we are attempting to figure it out and hoping that it actually works, because we did have a few technical difficulties, and there's a strong possibility we will have other technical difficulties during the stream. Hey Jeffrey, welcome. So I hope all of you are having a great evening, and I guess first up is I need some friend codes to add all of y'all. Good, thank you Cindy for confirming you can hear me. To add all of you into my friends list so we can do some fortresses together, which would be awesome. Dan is also setting up my laptop, which we just decided to do at the last minute so that he can keep a better eye on chat, and so that he can be like replying to comments at the same time. That is the current plan. So I'm actually going to concurrently open Wizards Unite in my iPhone to add people to my friends list. So, sweet. I see y'all's numbers. That is excellent. I do feel like our live stream is approximately 30 seconds behind. Are you also getting that sense?
Yeah, that seems normal based on what I've seen.
Is that normal? Okay, cool. All right. Cindy, I'm going to add you first.
Okay. For this laptop thing to work, where's your laptop power cord?
My laptop power cord is probably in my bag.
I found a different laptop power cord.
Dan is an excellent backup, and he's of course trying to talk to me while I'm entering numbers in here. Okay, so yes, see Wolfpack 3. I just sent you an invite, and then Jeffrey Hunter. 2006 8288 1934. Cool. I'm very excited, Paul. I love doing fortresses with other people. Alright, and then Pat. And then Dan is gonna add y'all as well. Oh, cool. Were you getting too many requests, Cindy? I know that some people have had that problem before. You're just too popular. 5713 4786. Okay. Oh, hey George, welcome. So my first question, while I'm adding all of you guys as friends, and Dan is also going to figure out how to add you guys as friends. You couldn't find my laptop cord?
No, your laptop's dead, so.
Okay, well, never mind. He's going to pull up his. Hi, Chaton. So my first question is, does anybody still need to do a chamber in their highest unlocked chamber? Because I want to prioritize you guys first this evening, because I care more about helping the community complete their tasks than I do about just like grinding Dark 5 all night. Okay, so I have sent out friend invitations to everyone who has listed their friend code. Chaton, if you want to add me as a friend, just drop your code and I will add you in as well. And then Dan now is going to go through y'all's codes and also add you guys, excuse me. And then once we have our like beginning set, we will start beaconing. So if you have never done the beacon strategy before, I know it comes up a lot in live streams, but there's always someone who's never done it before. Beaconing refers to one person going into a fortress on the night bus and just kind of hanging out in the ruins chambers, like ruins 2, ruins 3, ruins 4, and then everybody else hops on the night bus and looks for the little yellow medallion that indicates you have a friend in there. So it works best if like everyone is friends with each other. So that's why Dan and I are both adding you guys. Because like once we have a few people in the same night bus, then it's even easier for more people to find us. So, okay, so Cindy is finished with the Brilliant event. George is finished with the Brilliant event. Pat is also finished with the Brilliant event. So, of course, apparently I have a bunch of experts on tonight's stream, which is fine. We could totally just, grind Dark 5, which would also be a lot of fun. I am topped off on spell energy, and I have way more healing potions than any, 10 people need to have. Although, of course, it seems like Pat is got all professions down, so we'll have a good amount as you. I'm a professor. Dan is an Auror. So, we did Dark 1 ourselves a couple days ago when we went to a local fortress, just because we were both trying to use up healing potions. But we still didn't use that many healing potions because with my shields and then with the bonuses that a professor gets for having, different potions active and hexes and stuff, I ended up not taking very much damage. So I used 2 healing potions in Dark 1 with no Magizoologist. Alright, so everyone make sure that you have accepted my friend request and Dan's friend request. I'm going to get this Death Eater real quick. And then after we both get our Death Eater, we will start beaconing. But we just want to give everyone just another minute to make sure you have accepted our friend requests so that the beacon strategy actually works. Okay. Yes. Okay. Cool. It looks like my drifting thinks that I moved.
Okay, I'm going to start beaconing.
Okay. So Dan is going to start the beacon. I'm going to pick up these ingredients that I need real quick. And I'm going to confirm that I'm closed out of my other... Okay. I've closed out of my second phone. You don't want to play simultaneously in 2 different phones. Alright, so Dan is beaconing. So if you have accepted him as a friend request, just hit up the night bus and start looking for him. He is in...
Ruins 3 at the moment.
Ruins 3. Alessia, if you want to drop your friend code, then I can add you as a... There you go. I can add you as a friend. I'm probably just going to have to change my own friend code after this, which is fine.
Yeah, I can avoid Ruins 5.
2602 0538 2190.
And it looks like I picked a good night bus to be in because it was pretty empty when I jumped in, so...
Perfect.
Oh, now someone else did jump in and they want to go.
People wanting to go in the ruins. That's okay. Alright, I am restarting my phone just in case that makes a difference. Alessia, I sent you a friend request. Alright. Time to start hunting for Dan. And y'all tell us in the chat when you see him. Because once there's a few of you in there, even if I'm not in there yet, y'all can start fortressing, wizarding, challenging, etc. Good stuff.
Alright, moving to Ruins 2.
Ruins 2. So, while we are all searching for each other, I would love to get y'all's feedback on events in general, but let's start with this current Brilliant event. Because I saw a lot of complaints online that, well, there were 2 things. One, the idea or the perception that the spawn rate of Brilliant Traces was lower than usual. I did not notice that. I had no problem getting enough Brilliant Traces, but I did see that complaint multiple times, so I want to know if you had trouble getting the Brilliant Traces that you needed for this event. And 2, which I did experience, was the the low drop rate of the Fortress reward, the Brilliant Gringotts Facade. So hit up the chat and tell me what you thought of this brilliant event, if you had any issues with the Brilliant Traces, because I tell Lola all of this, and she tells the team, the developers, so the more data points we have, the better. And baby, you are hard to find.
Well, my chamber's filling up with a whole bunch of ores.
Oh, of course it is.
I'm like, I could do Ruins 2 with 4 ores, but no, I'm going to move to Ruins 4.
Yeah, that's a good idea. More books and goblins, but not too bad. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really notice much of a difference in, like, disparity between them. The first 2 days were low. None from Tonic. Wow. Okay, that's really interesting because...
Yeah, the Tonic spawns were pretty low.
I mean, they seem the same to me. Yeah, if we walk around the neighborhood, it's definitely not a problem at all. And I feel like whether or not we have a lot of Brilliant Traces at the house is very random. Because there are sometimes, every time I open my phone, there were 3 Brilliant Traces. But other times, there'd be 0. Oh, wait, are you in Ruins 5 then?
I'm in Ruins 4.
Oh, well, because there was a friend. But they disappeared.
Well, that chamber filled up. There are a lot of ores in here. This whole night bus. Whole bunch of ores wanting to do Ruins.
Okay, well, there was, did you see that? If the chamber is full of one? Okay.
If it fills up, I back out. If, yeah.
Okay, well, I briefly had a friend in here. I don't know what happened, so I guess that wasn't you. That was a chance encounter. Tonics were very low. Yeah, so one thing that Orange Wizard and Animagus and I have all suggested to Lola is that during events, Tonic for Trace Detection should only do event spawns. So what would you guys think about that? Like, do you like having a balance? Would you get bored if they were only event spawns during an event? Or do you want the guarantee of event spawns every time you use a Tonic for Trace Detection? Because there have always been complaints about spawn rates, and I almost wish that everyone would just, like, screen record every single thing they do in Wizards Unite so that I could look at the hard data. Because you don't always know if there's perception versus reality. I've actually gone back and looked at screen recordings of mine to get a better idea of what's actually happening. I found you, babe. Okay, cool. So Dan and I are both in Ruins 2 right now. We found each other. So now we just need you guys to find us. But yeah, I don't know. Yes, I know. And that, Chaton, I agree. Like, I personally have never had a problem getting enough of the event traces, but I know that is clearly not true for all players. Hey, Cooper! I'm so glad that you jumped in to say hi. Hey, Andalove. Yes, that would be nice to know what the split is. So I actually saw, what would you call it? Kind of the number, the weight of event traces back when Phases left and Godric was the one giving us information. So at that point, when he was giving us event details, he told us like the exact weight that each boosted spawn was going to have. And so I could see that like they were different. Like when a red beam, an emergency is boosted, it's usually not boosted as much as like the low threat or the medium threat foundables. But I haven't seen that kind of weight in a while. And without knowing what the normal weight is, it's kind of hard for comparison. I was really only able to get an idea of the relative weight of boosted traces. I don't know if they would let that information be public, but I can definitely ask Lola, like what percentage of all traces are supposed to be brilliant, or what percentage of all traces are supposed to be event traces, just to give players maybe better expectations. Because I do think that is sometimes the issue. Like, I don't really know how to say this. I hope this doesn't come off as rude. I think some players have unrealistic expectations. And I have tried so hard to be really, really clear. We can do that, Analav. Thanks for the recommendation. So, you're in Ruins 4, babe?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm in Ruins 3 right now. So I try and be clear in a video and in my hub articles, if certain traces are only going to be slightly boosted. And I try really hard to emphasize that. But then players still get upset if they only see 1 or 2 emergency foundables. Like, I almost never see emergency foundables during day-to-day play. I only see them during community day or during wizarding weekends. Awesome, Cindy, found you. Or you found me. But like during regular plays, thanks, Cooper. During regular days, I don't see emergency foundables very often. It's mostly from doing Smash. It's mostly doing dark detectors. So if you only see 2 or 3 emergencies during a brilliant event, like, that's still boosted from normal. Just something to keep in mind. But I do think if we had smashed it. Good job, babe. I do think if we had a better idea of the numbers.
Hey, there's somebody in Ruins 5 now.
Okay. Awesome. Chaton found me.
We are lighting it up for sure.
Okay, cool. Let me see how many we have. Oh, let me leave that chamber. Oops. Because we might have enough now to go ahead and do a dark. Oh, I gotta pop out because somebody actually wants to do a chamber. That's the only thing I feel badly about doing the beacon strategy is players who...
for those people who actually want to grind ruins using level 3 runestones.
For the people wanting to use ruins. Okay, so let's see. Chaton, you are a professor. I'm a professor. Dan, you're an auror.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what everyone else's profession is. Is anybody in the chamber with you?
No. Ruins 4 is currently empty.
Okay. Let me check. Runes 5. Okay, matches you. Okay, so we actually would have enough. Well, let's beacon a little bit longer. Wait, somebody's in that one.
Of course, these are all new usernames to me, so.
Right. I know.
We might be friends now, and I wouldn't know. But I'm assuming if you're sitting in a lobby not saying join with, just a generic event runestone, you're probably here to join me in beaconing.
Probably. So the names you're looking for,
is Nuri
Oh,
Kanan?
I don't think it's that one.
Alright,
No.
Maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Because there's still a gold icon in that chamber after I left. So.
Then I guess it is. I don't know.
Someone's in Tower 1.
Oh, that was briefly me, but I jumped out.
Oh. Someone's also in Ruins 5 and Ruins 2.
Yeah. Okay. We definitely need to probably get one more person in for the beacon strategy to work.
Glim Starlight?
I don't know. Glim Starlight? This is fun though. This is my first time getting to do this. So I've mentioned this on social before, but I don't know if I've mentioned it anywhere on my channel. But Dan got me a capture card for my birthday. So that's why we are finally able to do this. And once we get the hang of it, we'll do it more often. and I'll probably do some solo ones like during the workday when he has a real job. But for now, I was like, I definitely need Dan to help me with the tech issues here. So he's set up everything with OBS Studio and with my capture card. Okay, Cindy says that the Glim is with us. So,
Okay.
so in that case, we might have.
That Magizu really wanted to do a Ruins Chamber 3 with a level 5 runestone. I'm like, no, that's not a good idea.
It's interesting sometimes the choices that people make. Okay, let me see how many of us. I wish there was an easy way to count. Okay, so we definitely have Cindy, and we have Chaton, and we have Glim, Dan, and me. How many was that? Do we need one more?
I think we've got 5, but we don't have someone to stay behind.
Okay, yeah, so we need one more. Okay, we're gonna keep beaconing, which is cool. We can just keep chatting, y'all. So you guys answered my question about tonic for trace detection in events. That was really helpful. Maybe 50-50 would be the way to go between between events traces and regular traces, just so that things stay interesting while also not being too difficult for players needing to get all of the event traces for tasks and stuff. So, excuse me. My next question is, what kind of tasks do y'all like seeing in events, just generally speaking? I had asked this before on the hub, and everyone's response was Day of the Dragons. And I was like, that's not the question I asked. I asked for tasks within a certain event. So
Task obviously to kill dragons.
yeah, okay, fine. Task to kill dragons. But things like getting a certain amount of XP or getting a certain amount of family XP, returning so many foundables, brewing potions, things like that. If there's a task that you think would be fun, but you haven't actually seen anyone do that before, or you haven't seen that in an event, what task would you like to see in events? I mean, you know, one of the things I do is talk to Lola about player feedback. And I'm actually working on sort of a detailed report that will have a summary of things. Okay, so Cindy does not want the highest chamber ever again. I hear you. That is very, very common feedback.
It does stink to try and do a Dark 5 with 4 random people of questionable ability, and
yeah,
chances are one of them is just going to sandbag.
It is frustrating. I was playing some...
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea with the charges in the event tasks.
To get charges for... Yeah, like as a reward, that would be really nice.
Except just trace ones. The other 2 are not as good.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed with the Inn charm and the Greenhouse charm so far. They're basically useless.
It's like, oh, that's what I wanted, some more lovage. Thanks.
Yes, we literally got lovage the other day off of his Greenhouse charm. So, George, do you not like placing images, or you do like placing images? I don't mind in general, but I think they made it too hard for this brilliant event, where you didn't get any event images, which you normally get registry images for completing certain event tasks. And there wasn't this time, so a lot of people were stuck on that for a long time. For Fortress Community Day, I was thinking place your images from books, place your images from joke products, place your images from magical devices. I like that idea. That's actually really creative. And I think that would also educate players, which is, I think, one of the goals of events. Because that would show you that you have to do different chambers in order to get those challenges foundables. I mean, people still ask me, like, oh, you know, I'm trying to get this particular foundable, and I'm like, okay, well, what chambers are you doing? Well, they're always doing the same chambers, in which case you're not going to find you're missing challenges foundable. I point them to the balanced page strategy, which I will eventually do a video on. Just there have been so many events that I've had to cover. For those of y'all who don't know, the balanced page strategy is something that Andalov and I think a few other players work together with some pretty impressive data to help you figure out which chamber you should do in order to collect certain challenge exclusive foundables. So, like in your challenges registry. Okay. Return 3 traces from the same family in a row. That would absolutely annoy players. Although, it wouldn't be terrible if players realize that they should use the trace charm to do that. Because if it wasn't a specific family, you know, that would be difficult if it was like return 3 dark arts traces in a row. But if it was just return 3 traces in a row and it didn't matter what they were, well, your trace charm is going to, they always show the same traces.
The 3 great spellcaster higher in a row. I think we had that way back when. I wouldn't be opposed to that coming back.
That definitely was a task a couple of times way back when. And it's interesting because obviously everyone has different opinions on, you know, what's fair or too much of a burden. So I know that there are some people who have physical disabilities who just can't do great spellcasts, and so they don't like that task. I don't know. I saw one suggestion where tasks could be tied to your level, but I feel like that would probably be too hard to code. The idea being that some tasks are really onerous for like lower players, but they're easy or boring for higher players. I don't like any in a row tasks. Yeah, I'm not great at in a row.
It does stink to be almost there and then mess one up and then be like, I gotta start over.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played Pokemon Go in a while. But yeah, my excellent throws in Pokemon Go are very inconsistent and non-existent.
I think it was or higher.
Yeah, I think it's usually or higher. So, okay, so Pat, you found us. At this point, I think that means we probably have enough.
Yeah.
To start doing. Return 1 trace of each family. I kind of like that idea. Maybe post-quarantine. Right now, that might be asking a little too much. Okay, guys, so Pat is beaconing right now. All right, babes, you want to jump in Dark 5?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dan and I are going to hop into Dark 5. As long as we have 1 Magazoo, then we are good for anyone to come hang out with us. All right, I'm hoping Illuminox is one of us.
Also, I think I have the bugged thing. I am a maxed out
he is a maxed out aura. Don't worry, you guys. Yeah, that's happened to me before where it showed...
Yeah, it's like, you don't want to do Dark 5, buddy. I'm like, nah, I think I got this.
It's like, we're good. That's happened to me before. All right, 2 auras, 2 Magizoos, and a prof. Let's go. I'm so excited, y'all. Okay, we had a bailer. Well, that's okay. Or maybe it got kicked out. That happens.
No, because they had a level 1 runestone going, so...
Oh.
But we've still got a full team, so...
We're good.
Got all the profs we need.
All right, Andalov, I would just like you to point out that shields first. I used to do proficiency first until I read your guide on Reddit. And now I do shields first. Unless I'm in a pretty low chamber. I like to do proficiency in the towers. Because at that point, I'm not really worried about getting hit.
It is nice to have that shield.
Oh, it's okay, Cindy.
I think being a glass cannon.
Cindy, I think all of us just had hit go already, so it's okay. Not a big deal. trying to remember what I was doing the other day. It was like Dark 1 or Dark 2. And this aura did not hit anything. It was so frustrating. I just don't understand why people go into chambers and then they don't fight.
Because they get the rewards and they don't have to spend any energy or do anything.
I know. Trying to figure out if there's a solution for the devs to somehow have consequences for players like that. But for now, I don't know if that's possible. Of course, I'm not a developer, so I don't know about coding aside from like HTML and a little bit of CSS for a website.
I know TI Basic. Does that count?
TI Basic. You are such a nerd. All right, let's see. Shield. Save it for proficiency. Let's see. Best strategy for other chambers. No shields for Forest 4. That is interesting. I'm assuming, Anilov, that is for with everybody maxed out. Because for me, if I'm playing on the night bus in a forest, I do shields. Although I guess at this point, now we know people's numbers. We might have a better idea of their strength, except for the bug. And yeah, ores are glass cannons, but Dan likes to hit hard.
That's the way I like it.
True attached for like Dark 1. Something a bit hard that does require Dark 5. Yeah, I think requiring some level that's not always Dark 5. And the thing that frustrates me with the
Is Bravery out yet?
Yeah, Bravery's out, but Proficiency's not out yet.
Oh.
Okay. There, Proficiency's out now, babe. Yeah, so the problem with the do your highest unlocked chamber is that then we have community days like we did recently that encourages players who aren't ready for Dark 5 to do Dark 5. And then they're stuck doing Dark 5 during like all the subsequent Brilliant events. And I understand that's frustrating for everybody because it's frustrating for high level players to be playing with people who aren't comfortable in high chambers. But it's also frustrating for lower level players because they want the rewards and they also know that they're not as good. Like, just being honest, not being mean. So it's just hard for everybody. But I plan on doing this during all subsequent Brilliant events, and I will do it earlier than the night before so that Dan and I can help any lower level players do Dark 5. Touch glowing tip of your wand and then drag up. Okay. Are you talking about for the pixie, though? Waste time circling on screen. Okay, I might have to try this when I'm not in
Oh,
dark.
We got plenty of time.
What? Wand lessons. I will take lessons. So just... It's just, I think one of the problems with learning something like this is definitely is something where I wouldn't want to just see a screen recording, but I'd want to see a hand. Like a hand with the wand.
I got knocked out.
What? I shielded you.
You did. But the werewolf is wearing on me.
Oh.
And I wasn't getting my crits.
Well, I'm sure the Magizu will revive you soon.
Unfortunately, the stream lag.
Oh. I know. Okay, leave them at half for the ores. Wait. So, wait, do the partial with the dex tax? This is the only problem with us being the only ones talking. It's trying to read your chat and play at the same time.
And not miss, yeah.
Yeah, and then, like, still, you know, like, get your advice as well. Leave them at half. Okay, so ores shouldn't take foes that are not proficient from the start. So partial kills help. I'll be honest, I am not entirely sure what you mean by that. And again, this would be one of the things that would be easier with us actually talking. But maybe we should join one of his fortress lessons. Night bus, they're night bus classes. And yeah,
They're
people...
day bus classes? I'm not a late waker.
Day bus classes. If you're mortal, read while you're doing the Protego. Oh, yeah. I might be Omega. I think I have enough to be immortal. Let me see. Yeah, I'm currently immortal. I've definitely multitasked between games before when I'm immortal.
Alright, sub 2 minutes. Do I have to start using potions?
I don't think so. Using Discord like a studio helps with adding other voices to the stream. We might try that at some point. We might get some of the other YouTubers to help with that first. Dan spent an entire half hour setting this up with trying to deal with the technical stuff. So we need to crawl before we run.
Yeah, gotta add complication after we had one successful stream under our belts.
I know that is definitely true. Okay. I don't know how much you have left on that werewolf, babe.
This is gonna be the last shot.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, I could finish it for you.
Focus war.
Okay, so Dan likes to do focus wars in case you're an ore and you're ever
bored at the end. Just pass focus.
Yes,
in between bat bogeys.
He likes passing focus back and forth. Although, yes, he could have actually passed me focus, babe.
So you didn't tell me you had a deterioration hexa yet.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Oh, I was hoping to get the night bus, not the Hogwarts Express engine. But that's okay. All right, I just have to... I'm always so nervous in the... when I'm doing the beacon with other people about double tacking that X and then leaving the night bus.
It does stink.
Okay. It looks like people are in Dark 5 who are not us. Does anybody else want to jump in and do Dark 5 with Dan and me real quick? I say real quick, but it's not. Dark 5 does take a few minutes. Volka's the only one I know at this point who does regularly. Cool. We just need, hopefully, a professor. Pat is still beaconing, so if anybody's in the stream and wants to come hang out with us,
That's 3 ores. That's
find Pat's friend code. It's higher up in the chat. And then you
guys are guilty
can
of me
find us.
using a level 5 runestone.
I don't know why. I mean, you don't have to.
They don't have as many, but
Oh, okay, perfect. We got
cool.
2 profs, 2 ores, and a Magazoo.
Assemble!
Yes, witches and wizards assemble.
Oh my goodness. Maybe we did do 3. You want to do proficiency? Oh, I guess you do shields first.
You do shields first. It's not just you and me, babe. It's, oh, for real? Okay, well, let's see what happens.
It'll be fun for me.
What? Because it's all your stuff?
Dark Wizards and Death Eaters all day.
Oh, I know. It's what you love.
Bring 'em.
Oh, that was a hit.
Oh yeah, nailing these crits.
Okay, I'm gonna jump out now and hope that there's something better.
Sorry, should I be one-shotting these so more stuff pops up?
I honestly don't know. That's a great question. Should he be one-shotting these things so more stuff pops up? Don't take the elite werewolf. Little late. It's okay, I jumped out.
Alright, do you have enough to put a proficiency yet?
No, I'm still doing shields. Ask for a partial from the ores at 300 stamina.
I mean, I can do a good hit on this Death Eater with the 3-star, and you can finish it.
Okay. Oof. Sorry, y'all saw part of my volunteer group me. Partial from ores at 300 stamina. Okay, I think what he meant was that you should have taken the imposing Death Eater down to further. Yeah. Chaton did proficiency. Okay. Chaton, you don't need to apologize.
Oh, it finally popped up on my screen. The lag.
I know. I feel like
Right,
all
that
of
means
our
I can start taking on the elites.
all of our tech is just like hats.
Oh my goodness, so much good stuff for us here.
I mean, it is fun.
Leet.
Did you just say leet?
I did.
Okay.
I like taking out a third of the elites in one shot.
That is fun. I do love the combination of proficiency and bravery, and I don't understand being in a chamber when a Magizu never puts out bravery. Like, I get that you need to have focus, you have to save up, but
if there's this many elite like wizards and Death Eaters out here, I might actually use a wit sharpening potion.
What? Do you have a wit sharpening potion?
I do. I got one as a reward for the event. But I 3-shotted the other one without a wit sharpening potion, so it's kind of a waste to use it.
Okay, so partials. The concept is leaving foes for others to take them and kill them in 4 hits. Okay, that makes sense. Do you get that, babe?
I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm concentrating.
So the idea is like if you have a lot of foes that you're proficient against, that and there's just not enough of you to take them, you hit them until someone else can do them in 4 hits.
Okay.
And I think he's saying that before proficiency, you take down the foe to 300 health, and then after proficiency... No, sorry, he said bravery. After bravery, 800 stamina. Hey, Brendan!
It's kind of hard for Aurors to time out, though, because the critical can make a huge difference on that. If I get him down to, like,
right, but
500 health, a non-critical will take him down to that range, and a critical will just take him out.
Hey, Logan. Right, which at that point you've already taken it out. But if you haven't, then you would jump out and let somebody else finish it quickly. So how is everyone doing this evening? Okay, everyone's hexed. You guys, I hate having leftover focus. It's just like weird.
Here, you can finish that one. It's got 500 some. Oh, I guess I can finish that one. Or, no, that one opened up. All right.
Okay, well, I'll just finish the elite. Okay, 300 or less and 800 or less. Okay. Yes.
So I'm not a good multitasker. I'm completely ignoring the chat.
It's okay. Oh my goodness. So much focus.
Oh, and I can't focus more because the other aura's in battle.
I'm sorry.
Alright, everybody, I'll spread the love.
Okay. I definitely need to read. Actually, I should probably have you read Andalav's guide on doing focus. So the idea is that a professor shouldn't have 10 focus left over at the end. Long Monday for me, but too busy beats not working. Yeah, that's fair, Brendan, for sure. Definitely trying to count all of our blessings right now with life. Yeah, that's definitely true, George. So it's one thing that I try to do in my Fortresses 101 videos back in April was I tried to really just focus on the basics, and I tried to have a lot of compassion for anyone who's at least using their focus. You know, as long as you are putting out some strategic spells, then I'm okay with you. It's fine if you're not doing the strategic spells absolutely perfectly. I mean, I definitely love becoming a better player. You know, I like to see what other players do and figure out how to improve myself. But everyone has to start somewhere, and ultimately it's a game. You know, we're not actually battling for our lives. So, Logan, yay, you finished the Brilliant event. I'm so glad that you finished. I know that you were stressed with it. And I was saying earlier in the stream that in subsequent Brilliant events, I will try and do a Fortress live stream earlier to help newer players like you be able to do Dark 5. So I spent the last 5 days cooking. So I haven't been doing much online. Yesterday, Dan and I we visited our friends who just had a baby. And we took them a whole bunch of food. So normally we're pretty lazy about cooking. Like, we do really easy stuff. But since I was making food for other people, I was trying to do healthy stuff and freezer meals and things like that. So this is the first chance I've had to do any Wizards Unite stuff in several days. But yes, next future Brilliant events, I will try and do like a live stream, probably Saturday and Monday, to work on Dark 5 with people. Yeah, I've read a lot of them. It's just I am a visual person, and I like to see them play out in videos. I mean, I've also watched Fortress videos of people doing it. So I know one of the problems is being able to get five screen recordings to all work at the same time in order to visually be able to see things. So anyway, okay, let me see, try and catch up on the chat. Yeah, I definitely get frustrated when there's a lot of foes when I'm neutral as well. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Is we all try our best. Oh, I thought.
Well, you might be friends, but
I don't know.
It's not appearing as a gold icon for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, so who else wants to do? I think we could probably do one more Dark 5 and then go to bed.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
I got all the energy rewards in the free gift box before I did this, so I was over full on energy.
Okay.
I go for hours.
I mean, I still have plenty of...
I'll be asleep and just...
Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, I think whoever's in Dark 5 is not one of us.
Not one of us.
So, yeah, okay. So we're going to wait for that person to... Or we could just do Dark 4.
We could do Dark 4.
Yeah. Alright, guys. I am starting Dark 4. Dan and I are in Dark 4. So we'll try and get 3 of y'all to join us. Oh, yeah. Because is the chat faster than me talking?
No.
Oh.
Shaitan and I are having a sidebar.
Oh, okay. Oh my goodness, babe. Oh, okay. I don't know who McFeeg is, although I'm pretty sure they're not one of us because that is a brilliant runestone.
Yeah, we're not.
So I'm
with
gonna.
somebody using a level 1 of
Sorry,
runestone.
I'm gonna hop out. Dark 5 is one of us. Okay. If my phone
Are we
will.
switching to Dark 5, you're saying?
Well, there was somebody in Dark 5 who had
I
a
am
friend.
alone in Dark 5 right now. Oh, now you're in here.
I'm in there too. Okay. I don't know who Cloud Fog is. They're like following me.
Oh, at least they got a level 5 runestone now, but they are really eager to start this battle.
I don't know who TC349 is.
Alright, let's go back to Dark 4.
I feel like they're following us. I mean, they
They're
are
like,
following
hey,
us.
this is a good group. We want to join them.
Y'all, this is so funny. I'm sorry for the hopping back and forth. And of course, with like the 30-second delay.
Yeah. The randos are getting in quicker than the stream.
I know. Oh, I actually do have a second device.
I could
But
grab a
Dan-
second device.
Dan's second device is really old. So, alright, we need a Magazoo. Magazoo.
A Zoomage. No.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean, Cindy. That's interesting, though, because, like, if we see a rando with a brilliant, we always hop out because we feel like they don't know what they're doing. Okay, that looks like we're all good. We got it.
Looks like a team.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, that yawn tells me that this is probably the last battle for the
Yeah,
evening.
this is gonna be our last battle for the evening. Dan wakes up really early for work, even though he's working from home.
I really don't wake up early for work anymore. I just wake up early
He
and
just
just
wakes up
start
early.
working. I haven't used an alarm clock for the better part of the year, so...
He's a morning person, and which I am not. I'm not really a night person either.
Nice.
I'm a tired person. I'm somebody who sleeps a
Some
lot.
good distribution yet again here. Oh, yeah. What do you mean unable to target that foe? Oh, is it the bug where it showed me a whole bunch of stuff that's not actually available
Oh, I
yet?
hate it. The chat is automatic, and the video has like a...
How am I supposed to know who I can attack?
Yeah, so Analog made a good point that the chat is automatic, babe. So, since you're handling the chat, you should have been chatting that in there.
Chatting what?
when we're switching or when we're starting
Oh.
with the fortresses because of the lag.
Gotcha. This is the problem when you join the first stream. We haven't figured all this out yet.
Yeah.
We're noobs.
Yes. Pat, you're very sweet to say no technical difficulties. It's more like user operator difficulties. But hey, I mean, we're all learning together. That's what's great about this game.
I just give you a whole bunch of focus, so.
Yeah. Well, everyone's shielded, and I just put out proficiency.
Sweet. I'll start giving my focus to the Magazoo. So oh, never mind. Bravery's already out.
Oh, bravery's out too? Okay, perfect. Because I started an elite with just proficiency. Brendan, yeah, I still look at runestones in the high chambers just because I don't necessarily care about someone's profession level, but I'm concerned if they're doing
Oh boy.
a low runestone in a really high chamber. I mean, I think it's weird if you're doing a really high runestone in a low chamber, but it's not going to hurt me. I mean, I can do low chambers all by myself without anyone
Ciao.
anyone helping out. You can tell that I'm getting more tired because it's taking me longer to form words. This is why I try not to film at night. I try really hard to film during the day.
The lighting's generally better too.
The lighting is better. I mean, we have a light. You can see the reflection in the window, and that does help. But I like to use that and natural light. The item returned by the brilliant event. Oh, that's interesting, George. I guess that is a good point. I don't know what was up with the return rate during this brilliant event for the Fortress Foundables.
Oddly, I didn't have a problem getting the first 3, but I could not get any after the 3 because my plan was to get 3 more to get the stamp again, but I gave up on that.
I guess. Okay, cool. Just trying to hex things since we're near the end here.
Oh yeah.
Hex it all.
Wait a tick.
What?
Shatona's taking my dark wizard.
Oh. It's okay. I'm fighting a spider
I'm
for a
just gonna
couple hits.
slap this Urkling. Someone tell me when I don't have to slap them anymore.
Aren't you deficient against Earthlings?
It's the only thing left.
Oh. Well, I'm just gonna do like 1 or 2 more hits on this Acromantula.
I am critting it though, which is nice.
I do love getting a crit hit. And I'm
I probably
as a
need
professor,
both.
I don't get a lot of crits. So
Oh, they're both creatures.
is everything hexed? Okay.
Oh, glimpse.
Yeah, the
Whoa.
the RNG is that's definitely a little off at times. I know it's frustrating. I like numbers. I like data. I wish I knew what the actual formula was for the RNG, if it was like broken down somehow, but that's probably some sort of trade secret. And if they did tell me, I probably wouldn't be allowed to share it.
I'm so confused.
By what?
People jumping in and out.
Well, okay, so you would jump out, like if you're not proficient against it, to see if the other person's available.
These two just traded.
Oh, well, it's fine.
Whatevs. We've got 5 minutes left. I'm not.
Yeah,
too
I'm not
worried
too worried about the time. So
So we get for doing. Is this a dark 5 or is this a dark 4? I can't remember.
that's
I
a
think
really
this
good
was the dark
question.
4.
I don't remember either.
It's
Can you
getting
guys
late.
can you guys tell that we're getting tired? So we both had, I don't know actually how much you had to do today, but I had a lot of work for my volunteer
Hey,
work today.
I finally got a
So-
night bus.
I
10
did
more to go.
not get a night bus. All right, you guys, we are leaving our beaconing fortress to say goodnight, to finish up.
First, I gotta figure out how many times I ranked up challenges.
That's always fun. We'll figure that out real quick. Because we did 3.
Yeah, 1,
Hold on, apparently I'm
2,
ranking up my other stuff.
only 2. Yeah, we did 3 battles. That's reasonable.
Yeah, that makes sense, Cindy. So. Okay, good that the video quality and sound quality were excellent. Okay, that's always good to know. We used, I don't know if you guys can see, we used a separate mic than the built-in one. Because we've definitely had some issues with the built-in mic with our web stream. So, with our webcam. Yay! Y'all, I'm so excited. I just placed my wand. And now I get to prestige. Ah. All right.
Score.
I'm very excited. Yeah, so thank you everyone who came to our first Fortress live stream. So, just a quick note on friends. I will definitely keep everyone in my friends list until I start getting full, but I think I still have less than 100 friends, so I have plenty of room to hold on to people. Because we live in the middle of nowhere and because I don't grind fortresses a lot, I don't have a lot of gifts to send out. So if you are somebody who needs a lot of gifts, then you might want to just add me as a friend just for events. Oh, okay, yeah. But otherwise, we can be friends. Oh, thank you, Pat. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for being entertained. I'm glad that the time worked out for you. We'll be trying out different times to see what works for different people, because I know we're a global community of witches and wizards. Charlene, hey! I'm glad that you joined in. Y'all, Charlene's one of my blogger friends. We met in real life like 4 years ago because I was still living in Duluth then. Charlene, you should start playing Wizards Unite again because it's awesome. So, I'm actually usually pretty good on energy. I mean, I won't say no to spell energy.
We get so much in our neighborhood, I can rarely open them.
Yeah, it's something, since the game has been adjusted for playing at home, I feel as though we finally have the upper hand of living in the middle of nowhere, because we get decent traces at our house and we get different, like, we get good spell energy and ingredients and stuff. So now that spell energy is always on the map and we can take the night bus, we are no longer as bereft in the game as we used to be.
Yeah, and with Adventure Sync, I open all my port keys while I'm mowing the lawn. It's great.
Yeah, he exercises a lot more than I do. So, yes, Charlene, please play again. It'll be awesome. We can be friends in the game. Okay, so I think we're wrapping this up. As always, you guys can connect with me on social media. So, yeah, Middle of Nowhere players. HP Witches Unite is my handle on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And I'm Bellabrita/Witches Unite on Discord. So I'm pretty good at responding to people if you need to get in touch with me for whatever reason. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for joining our first Fortress stream. I'm glad that it went pretty well. Thank you for all of the advice on making future live streams better. And stay tuned for the next one. It'll probably be a few weeks because we're about to visit his family in Ohio. But once we're here and stable, I'm hoping to do this like twice a week. We'll see. All right. Good night, everybody.
Au revoir, witches.
Au revoir, witches, and bonne soirée. Okay.